Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video. I know I always talk about the weather, or often talk about the weather in my videos. It's really quite nice out here in the UK at the moment, so it's pretty cool. Hope everyone's well wherever you are, and I just thought I'd make a video about some of my ideas or thoughts about the football team I love, which I mentioned before, I know a few times on this channel, called Celtic. I know I'm a big fan of Italian football, but I also love Celtic. So yeah, I wanted to share some of my thoughts, which I've been thinking about for a while, and I thought today would be probably a good time to do it. And yeah, so anyway, so I try not to waffle and try to be coherent with my points if I can. So yeah, I was thinking this year is quite a big year for Celtic potentially, because hopefully I'll say we as a fan, can become champions for the 10th time in a row in the Scottish League. Now, I was thinking, like, I don't know whether my fellow Celtic fans will agree with me or not, but I was thinking that in European competitions, sorry for any people who don't like football, this is probably not going to be a video for you, I'm afraid, but yeah. Anywho, yeah, sorry. So for those who follow football, in European competitions, I was thinking that maybe Celtic should like rest some players and play some younger players, like play some under-21 players or younger players in European competitions, so that I'll say we as a fan again, can concentrate on winning that 10th league title in a row, which will hopefully give the confidence to the players, so that next season we can become. I hope it's not too boring when I say we in speech marks. But anyway, we can become more confident and then win more European trophies, like maybe even. No, I don't think we'll win the Champions League, because the money involved in other leagues is much higher. So I don't think it would be like in '67 when we won the Champions League. But maybe like the Europa League, or at least do better or go further and like get better players. But I think like winning the league could give us. The confidence to push on and to next season do a lot better in, like, maybe then can do better in Europe. So maybe, like, I was thinking, like, in European competitions, to rest players and play under 23 players, and maybe like under 21 players, and not really play more younger players. But obviously hope they don't get too injured or anything. That's the only risk with that, perhaps. But like but rest players for the league games, so that we can win the 10th league in a row. So I'd love to hear what fellow Celtic. Hopefully they won't be too harsh. Like some fans like say my opinions are stupid or whatever, but I hope that they won't be too disparaging of the comments or whatever. But I'll have to take on the chin. But yeah, it would be harsh to be insulted by your own fellow fans. But yeah, so I think it'd be great if we focused on winning the league and possibly like as many domestic trophies as possible. And I'll say rest players in Europe, so we don't get them injured or take too many. Like, so they have more energy to focus on the league, but also and focus on those games more generally, but also like avoid injuries and things like that. So yeah, I'd love to hear what my fellow Celtic fans think. I can't really think of much else. I think I can't think of much else to say, but I think the basic premise of the video is I think that we at Celtic should focus on the league and domestic trophies, try and win the 10th in a row, and maybe even like Scottish Cup or whatever, or win the treble in the domestic trophies, but rest as many players as we can for those games, and like in Europe maybe won't do as well, but can still like focus on the league, because then winning the 10th in a row could then mean next year be much more confident, maybe even get some prize money and get even better players in, and hopefully win as many leagues and domestic trophies as possible, all being well, Godspeed. And if God wills it, as I say, yeah, and the next season can like push on, and then eventually maybe even win something in Europe as well. Maybe even win like at least the Europa League or even a Champions League, which would be amazing for a team in such a small league to win such a thing. And again, I'd love to hear what fellow Celtic fans think, or fans generally but who follow football, like whether they think that would be a good idea for a team like Celtic in a league which doesn't have that much money to invest. Like whether winning 10 in a row would be. Because the chance of winning the Europa League is probably not that high anyway. But obviously a trophy is a trophy. It would still be excellent. But to win the 10 was probably more likely, and it also will give the confidence. So I'm like hoping that I know we had a few players who had like at least 2 or 3 players who had coronavirus, unfortunately, and so I'm a bit worried about the derby on Saturday. But I'm hoping that all will go well. Obviously, I hope we can win on that game. Probably win convincingly, win well, probably play a bit well, maybe even get a few goals, get some confidence, and I play United, play as a team, and hopefully, as I say, win the 10th in a row, and then maybe focus on Europe in another season, like next season, or even like win as many trophies as we can domestically, and then maybe push on for Europe. And once we've got that confidence, hopefully, all being well. And I think that was something I was going to say, but I can't quite remember. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if the game. I think I was going to say that I don't know. I think that's what I was going to say. I don't know if the game's going to go ahead because if quite a few people got coronavirus or whatever. But hopefully they'll be able to finish the season this year, and hopefully we will win our 10th in a row, and then focus on Europe another season. So, as ever, I'd love to hear what Celtic fans think, and please don't be too harsh. But obviously, freedom of speech, so you can say what you want. And peace and love, and I'm out.